Welcome to Brick Trains. I'm Joey. We've had an accident. So here we are at the scene of the crime. This is the American Freedom Train. Seems to be missing some wheels, pieces of the wall. That's a whole car. That's just that's actually the observation car. That's missing a lot of things. There's some of the things. Yeah, and then this is the Freedom Train itself. Oh, random door, more pieces. So here's the pictures of it on the floor. Yeah, so now we got to rebuild it. We got to fix it. We got to make it stronger. What was it? We have the technology. It is Lego. Okay, so I've moved all the parts over here to the table where I can sit down and work on it. This is the table that we normally sort parts on. Here's a future project. Anybody got any clue? Dark blue motorcycle helmets. So yeah, I got the pieces. I've never been very good at that behind the camera pointing thing. You know, the thing that Jabbo is famous for. I've never done real good at that. So I also have a neon green shirt on. That ought to be good for camera exposure and stuff. So yeah, you've seen some of the aftermath. And now we're going to try and put it back together. So I'm going to point the camera down. We're going to look at what we got here and see what we can fix. And I'm going to try and stay in focus here. So there's a locomotive. We're going to set it to the side. And this is one of the cars. It's obviously has some structural issues, but it's mostly together. So I think we're going to try and put it together first. So here you can see here I use the big ugly train bases, and then I do an extension, and that extension has not survived. We also have, what do we have inside here? Okay, we have, looks like a white pillar. It's two 1x1s, and then we had a minifigure train guy. So let's see if we can get that back together and kind of push it back together. Looks like my door is open, so that's good. This side, this is the non-door side, but you can see that it's definitely come apart. And we're missing all the windows. So let's see, is this piece here? No, that's not it. Is this it? No, that's not it. So I'm guessing it's these little pieces. So these little 1x2s. I'll try and get them back in there. Let's set this one to the side. And then a window. Oh wait, that ain't right. Because that's got a brick on top and that won't fit in there, will it? So that's not it. We have train car bases. This is like the air conditioning unit piece that would be underneath. It would be like right here. I don't remember which one had it. I only see one, and I thought both cars would have had it. Okay, here's some just blank windows. Let's see if we can get that in there. Like that. And then we were going to need another. Here's another stack of 1x2 or 1x1. It's too high. And we need another window. Okay, that's coming together. Then we're going to need another. Looks like we just need one more of those. Nope, that's in the wrong spot, Joey. Okay. But we're odd size. So why are we an odd size? What have I done wrong? Oh, right here. We need another. And there it is. Right there. And then we need two more windows. Here's one. No, we just need the one window. Hey, we're very close. So we set this down right here. Okay. Now we just need to try and push all that back into place. Oh, probably hard to see what I'm doing. And you got to get them all aligned in at once. There it goes. It's all snapping in place. Back to this side. We have issues over here. We got some kind of issue there. We got something's not in the right spot. I think that window's out of, there it is. That was what it was. That window was out of place. It was pushed back just a little bit. Okay. Pretty much, I think we're back together. So I believe these two trucks go here. So these are extended trucks. Wait, here's another. This one's missing a coupler. That ain't no good. Oh wait, that could be the back. What is that for? Oh, that's the back. Okay. Here's another coupler. We'll just use this one. These are all built the same. 2 sets of wheels and then standard magnet coupler and then the steps. So that pretty much gets this one back. Now here's the problem with this car. We have interior pieces. Here's a little piano that goes in there. And then there's a bar. Here's the bar, or part of the bar. And it goes down inside. This was like their party car, if you will. This is where, I think they called it the press car. Everybody kind of hung out. So there's that. And then there was this old piano that somebody had found and stuck in the car, or maybe it was in the car. But the people on the Freedom Train, they're, you know, people who could play, they use this piano a lot. So we're going to stick it back down in there like that. And then I think we're just going to wait and see if there's anything else that needs to go in there. I think this is it. These two roof pieces, there's one here and one here. I know these are the ones that go on here, because this roof piece is part of the other car, the observation car, and it's a different roof style. So, okay. So I think we got the easiest one back together. So we'll set it to the side. We're missing, no we're not. I was going to say, I think we're missing a truck. But this being our observation car, or what's left of it, it already has one truck. But it's missing this truck. No, not this truck. This truck. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, that's got... Well, okay, so there's this little clip here at the end. It's kind of one of my little... I don't know if it's going to show up. It's one of my little... I don't know, tells, if you will. It's something that I do. Just a little piece. I don't know where I saw it from or whatever. But sometimes there's a bar in there. And both of these trucks have those. I don't know if they're going to be really easy to see. But this one doesn't. So I need to, this one doesn't match. But I think that was designed that way due to the crash. Alright, so we're going to put that truck back on. Well, we got to think about this for a second. So there's the coupler for the locomotive. And then this is the front truck for the locomotive. And it doesn't have a regular coupler on it. It has the old style coupler, which I don't see sitting. Well, wait a minute. Huh. Look at that. There's the old style coupler on a new coupler. So we may have, this is probably the point of impact right here. Okay, so trying to sort out these locomotive parts. I know these are locomotive parts. This goes on, we're going to put this on the bottom here. So that's our little air conditioner decoration. We got that on there. Locomotive part. This we need to still decide. train engineer. Gray. Oh, gray doors. So these are the doors for inside the car. Just for getting in and out of the car. We're also missing one of these pieces. We're missing a lot of roof. Okay, I think that red brick goes there. Let's look at this. Goes this way, maybe? This is the black end. Ooh, you can see where it hit the ground. It's all scuffed up real bad right there. I think this is the rear. So I think that goes there. And then I thought I saw, here's some lights. That's door. That's a door hinge. There's a door, so that should be for the other end. There's part of the roof. That's this. This goes here. Okay. This is a locomotive part. That's the bell. Little fez hat. This is part of the handrail that goes around the end of the coach. Let's see if we can get all of those back on. It's coming apart. This is what happens when it hits the floor, right? And everything is crooked and twisted. Alright, so that kind of gets that. And I think we had a coupler, although I think this coupler is missing. Yeah, so this is going to go back on the that'll go back on the locomotive. That's the front of the locomotive. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is the inside door to this. So, you know, this is one of those red, white, and blue doors. I don't remember what this set came out of. Jabbo, put in the comments what set did this come out of. Probably came out of a couple sets, but it goes inside here. And this was the back door to let them get out to the observation side of the observation deck. Right there. But it looks like there might be something missing still, because that door ain't wanting to swing right and it ain't to the top. So we gotta keep an eye on that. Let's see if we can build. Oh, here's something distressing. Wow, look at that. Can you see that in there? It's completely cracked. Now that's not a Lego defect. That is flat out the pin for this. Oh yeah, and it's broke too. So there's our damage. So that was actually in here, like that. That was the coupler for the front of the locomotive, and it hit so hard when it hit the ground. It broke this piece, the little clip, and it broke this red plate, cracked it in half. So we'll have to source new ones of those. Okay, broken pieces. So that one's got a door in it, but this end does not have a door in it, and we have a door. So let's put the door in there. This will be fun trying to get this off. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to take the top off. And I'm going to take the top of this off. There we go. That does not look right. Is this door taller? Nope, it's the same height. What are we missing? Looks like we're missing a piece or something. Oh, wait, I get it. Okay. And that's why this whole section's not wanting to hang in there just right. Because that piece was missing. There we go. Now that's holding that together better. Okay, I locked that in. All right, got the roof back on. We're still done with this, right? I keep saying we're done with it, but I keep finding things to put on it. All right, here's a wall piece. Let's see, there's a 1x1. It looks like it goes right there. I bet you that fit. Oh, look, I took that one and put it in there, but if we line this up, look at that. It's a perfect match. That one's hanging down, and there's one missing there. So we slide this in. There we go. It's getting better, right? Okay, then it looks like we need 2 here. And then we need to, that's train pieces. That should be train pieces. Locomotive pieces, I should say. That's not. These are all the, oof. That piece there. Here's another door. Where's the door from? The door's going to be out of this, isn't it? Oh, right here. Okay. That piece there. And then we need this. Goes here. I'll take that door out for now. Okay, so that matches both sides. So then that means we should have, what goes there? Oh, it's going to be a 1x1. Oh, we might be missing a piece. Yeah, it looks like, how did we miss a 1x1 plate? Look at this side. It looks like I used a 1x1 plate, a 1x1 brick, and then a 1x1 plate to fill that gap in, but I'm missing a 1x1 plate. Okay. And I don't know where this went, unless it's this door. Well, this is this door, I think. Okay. Let's look at this. So these parts, this is door hinge. And then this is door. Oh, it's the door. This is a piece of the door. Okay. So we snap that together to get the door hinge effect. Alright, so there'll be a pair of these. They're going to be just exactly the same. That's what we got going on here. So, where did this... Here's the top. Let's take these off. Because I think I may have built... okay, this needs to go here. I know, you can't see it. I gotta match them up. Okay. So that's matching pretty good right there. But we're missing, here's the bottom. It's missing a white 1x1 plate. Let's see, you can't see that. Missing a white 1x1 plate, and then all these pieces, which means they're probably still on the floor. So wow, there's already 20 minutes of video here. Let me go look on the floor and see if I can find some more pieces that me and Dakota didn't find. And then I'll be right back. Okay. So I got it all back together. Sorry. Forgot to hit record. So I was sitting down here talking to myself like an idiot. Wait, is that any different than what I'm doing right now? Anyway, we got the end back on. We got the roof on. We got everything's back. Doors are good. We got the doors. Everything's good. couplers. Everything's going, and so far no major damage. Now we got to go start. Got to start on the locomotive. All right, so let's go back down into our down-facing position, and let's evaluate what we got. Looks like we have the drivers are okay, both sides. That is a problem. That's not hooked up anymore. And that is actually part of one of the, it's part of the front here. So it should look like something like that. Let's see if we can get that back on right now. That, yeah. So that fits pretty good. That gives us our articulation there. And then this one back here is off. So let's just pull it out. And it should line up right there. So that gives us our trailing truck. That looks good. So we got our trailing truck and our leading truck. Let's just pull them both. We're just gonna pull them both loose for now. Because we got to figure out how to get this cow catcher and everything else back together. These are, so let's just mirror it. You know, remember there's no instructions for this. I just kind of built this. And then these sit on top of that. I can't remember if there's supposed to be something else holding that or not. I don't think so, because I believe well, that's the way it's got to go. So the other one, yeah, just like that. And then that, yeah. Okay. So these are going to be difficult. They're going to be difficult. I don't know. You can't see a thing that I'm doing. All right. There. That gets that on. So let's get this one on. All right. And then we'll get the steam chest right there. Push all that back into place. Lock all that down. That came up. Oh, that's not good. That's the internal, the little internal eye. Ooh. Ooh, we have internal. I thought that was just the minifig rattling around in there. It was. Okay, good. Phew. But we do have internal structure that is collapsed. So we're going to have to figure that out. It looks like we had... That's pushed all back together, so that looks good. The driving rods are good, and they move. So that's looking good. So our biggest problem now, that's actually not part of it. It was in the wreck because it was stuck to the back of the... All right, bonus points. What is that? It's my version. It's a little MOC that I made. What do the railroaders call that? Put it in the comments. Bonus points if you can get it in the comments and get it correct. No bonus points for typing in there what railroaders actually call the acronym. So don't put the words in. Just put the acronym in. It's kind of like a military thing. Sometimes military. All right, I can tell you right now we are missing this piece. I don't have that piece, and I don't know. And we have a broken one of those. So So the next thing we're going to do, this video is getting so long. The next thing I'm going to go get the original daylight, the orange one, and we'll use it because I'm going to need it to put this back together, because I kind of know what some of these pieces, I know what some of these pieces are for. I know this is the bell, but I need to look at my original, and I need to find another one of these. I got the piece here that goes on top, you know, because there's gonna be two of these, one on each side. But this what is that, a 2 by 2, 45 degrees, then you 45. What is that, 33 1/3 slope? Anyway, it's the taller of the 45 degree slope. I gotta go find that piece, so I'll be right back. Okay, I found it, so we can now assemble. We have two of these, so we gotta figure out where those go. I also found a 1x6 weight plate and another one of these 1x2 rounded. So I have a feeling that that's going to be parts of these pieces here, and I brought over the original daylight. So what we got to do is we got to recreate this. As you can see, it's gone, and it looks like the bell. I'm gonna find the camera lens. See the bell and then the coupler, and well, my coupler's broke and one of these is broke, so we need, that's going to be replacement parts, and we'll have to get those parts. But let's see if we can get this hooked up here somehow. All right, so I have a feeling these go right here. It looks right. That kind of matches. All right, looks good. And then I think these are the back side. That was awesome, Joey. Good job. Those go there. One goes there. That kind of locks all that in. That looks good. And then I'm going to guess that this piece here goes in there. Okay, what I just did was put that 2x6 with some, it had some 1x2 plates and stuff there in different colors, but it lines up the color stripes. So now all the color stripes are together, and I would say this 1x6 goes there, and that lines up the colors. So that leaves us with this whole structure here, which is the internal structure for the coupler, and well, it's basically the stuff that's in the middle of this hole that's missing. So it's that stuff. See all that underneath there? It's going to be hard to see. Let's pull this truck off. It's this structure here, and basically what it is it lets the truck, this truck, which has tiles on top, float over the top. All right, so you have these upside down, I always call them like skidders. They're, you know, they have studs on top and then the bottom side, and they're rounded. So it works great for this, because two flat plate, and you can actually see in there, I don't know if we'll be able to get in the camera, see how you can see where the skidders are kind of running across the top, scuffing it up. If I were to use flat plates here in this position, they would get hang, the corners would hang up. So these little rounded ones work really good. So we got to figure out how to duplicate that back in there. Let's see if I can put it on in camera. So I think I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm gonna put this back together, because I'm not gonna be able to film this and try to figure it out. But when I get it rebuilt, I'll bring you back. Okay, so I got the final pieces that I think we're missing. That's going to be the magnet holder, one more of those skidders, because it looks like I was missing one of those, and this piece here that was broken. And it looked like I was missing one of those. So the skidder and that piece are probably gone forever. So I went and I got these out of the collection and out of the store. And we're just about ready to put it back together. Okay, so so we have it back together. We have the coupler, the bell is in place. We have the skidders in place. And now we can go ahead and put our truck on, our front truck. That looks good. And let's try our rear truck. And that looks good. I think that looks pretty good. We need to put the cab back on. The cab roof back on. What do we do here? Okay. It does not feel right. There seems to be a problem, so we're going to have to investigate why. I know we're missing a piece there, but that's been missing. I think we have... Oh, I bet you this is why that's loose. That goes there. That helps hold that in. I was wondering where that came from. Okay, so now we're back together there. So we got to get this back in. Get this back in. And I think we'll be pretty good once we get that piece back in. So let's see. I'm just going to yank up. I don't know how far we're going to pull back. We're going to pull it all off. Okay. And I think it goes there. Nope. It needs to go back. Actually, I think it goes back here. You probably can't see that. I think that's where that goes. Is that where this came from? Did that come out of there like that? Looks like it might have. That makes it fit right. Yep, that makes it fit better. And then these are our lights. Like that. And then we stick this back in. Oh, we're missing something. What are we missing? Where did this come from? It came from up here. That's fine. Get that back on in a second. Man, everything's just wanting to pop off. We're back over here by the layout, and we have everything back together. So let's go through real quick and see what got put back together. So this is the car that disconnected, and these are the two cars that got pushed off. And as you can see, they're pretty intact now, look pretty good. They roll, everything seems happy. We go back to the daylight and Freedom Train colors, the 4449. It looks pretty good. It's rolling. Looking good. And then this is the tender. This is where we left off. This was in our regularly scheduled series. This is where we left off before we had to rebuild all this. So All right, I'm happy that we got it rebuilt. We got everything going. I think we're going to do a little reenactment. Thanks for watching.